tarantula hawk. Alright, here's a piece of trash out here. Clearly is World War II, judging by the Nazi symbol. High-powered rifle blast on the door. Here's one of those sections that just is no easy way to get down, so. This is one of the sketchiest things I've ever done. Broken glass, oh shit, shit. Holy Grand Canyon, Batman. Look at this, just like alien rock. This is some sort of ancient handwriting, and it's worse. Folks, we just ran out of water. Well, we tried to make it out here before dark. It didn't work out that way. I don't remember this one being out here. I don't know how to get out of here. This place is definitely freaking creepy at night.
Ah, fabulous Las Vegas. Founded by the mob and rich with history. Las Vegas is a town of many secrets, but not all secrets are in town. Today we're 15 miles west of the Strip in Red Rock Canyon, a place of recreation and solitude with its massive cliffs and remote canyons, which is perhaps what attracted an old hippie to seek refuge out there near a rumored old cave long ago. You can see the majestic mountaintops and peaks are really too steep to climb. This is some really rugged terrain. Take a look at the draws and how deep they are. From this altitude at about 400 feet, you can really see everything. But as you get closer, you can only see what's right in front of you. Where we're going to go today is directly ahead, where you can see that mountain range. We've got to climb over that mountain range and well beyond. This is not the Desert National Wildlife Refuge. This is much more vast and rugged terrain. This hike is hands down one of the most intense I've ever done in my life. We started at around noon and finished well after dark, having run completely out of water and having to sneak through a cement plant 2 miles just to get to a road. We were severely dehydrated and our phone battery was 5%. We were in really bad shape when I finished the hike, but we did finish it. So without further ado, let's hike.
Alright, I just checked the GPS to get our bearing. Just got our gear together and we're starting the hike right now. Let me go ahead and start the Apple Watch so we can track our actual steps, distance, and that's it. We've started. So where we're going, according to GPS, is straight ahead. Just to the left of that kind of peak right up there. Now behind us, you can see these houses they're putting up. You can hear the nail guns, roofers putting up roofs. It's really sad. These houses are cutting into the hillside because Las Vegas is experiencing explosion population growth. If you can see North Las Vegas Airport down there, the runways. Beyond that's Nellis Air Force Base, and of course you can probably see the Strip from here, some of the buildings. But don't worry, I've timed this hike so we can get hopefully to the top of one of these mountains up here right at sunset, and you'll see some epic skyline views, which is why we're leaving a little bit earlier. It is 12 noon exactly, and a hike like this I want to put off later in the year, so it's not going to be brutal hot. It's warm today, but for hiking I think it's going to be fine, especially these higher elevations. Now it is supposed to be up to a 2,000 foot elevation gain, so I won't know until we're actually done, but that means we're going to be doing some climbing today. So what we're doing right now, just walking up this wash, and to the left of us you can't really see, but there's kind of a road out there leading to these houses, and like I said, they're cutting into the hills, and I'm quite sure they'll be overpriced because they do have an epic view of the Las Vegas Strip at night, which you'll see later in the video. Just keep on going. Do I sound out of breath? I should. Take a look at the Strip. You can see obviously we're walking up a slight uphill incline, and when you're walking on soft material like sand, it can really wear you out. Kind of orient yourself. That kind of pointy rock over, that's Lone Mountain, I believe. I have been in the top. Kind of a decent hike, but a lot of people go take it all the time. Epic views of the Strip. Looks really even better at night. And we are continuing our walk up here. Now this Red Rock Canyon, not supposed to be doing off-roading unless designated areas. I don't think this is a designated road, but you can see tire tracks here. People have been out here. So people do come out here doing some off-roading. There are some vehicle wrecks, old vehicle wrecks back here. I think I've counted 5. I've done some dirt biking out here. There are a few designated dirt bike trails. Some of them might be kind of a gray area too, but they're really rough. No one, unless you have a dirt bike and you know how to ride it, you're not going to get out here. It's a really rugged territory. Unlike Desert National Wildlife Reserve, there is some semblance of roads out here. And of course, this cave that I saw, it looks more like a little enclave, surrounded by rock with some greenery in the middle, which means there could be water there too. So it might be a really cool place. And it's difficult to get to. It's a heck of a hike, and I don't know what to expect. All I know is just straight that way. So we're going on an uphill incline, and then we've got some mountains to climb. And I think we can start there, just kind of gradually make our way up, and then over to where this supposed cave is. It is warm. It's supposed to be 92 today, which is probably our limit for hiking. We should be at some higher elevations. It does get a little cooler at high elevations, so that'll help us a little bit. I'm starting to sweat, and otherwise feel fine. I had a massive dinner last night, and picked up Subway on the way out here, so I'm pretty much full. I've got my full pack with me. Camelback is full, extra bottle of water, freeze-dried food, everything I could probably need. So we're well suited for this hike. But anybody else, if you're not in shape and not prepared, don't even think about it. I haven't checked, but I'm quite sure I've got a cell signal right here because we're in full view of Las Vegas. But just because you have a cell signal doesn't mean rescue or help is coming anytime soon. It'll take some effort to get here. Off the distance, I don't know if you can see, but there's a hiker out there. Some guy in a t-shirt and shorts. No, I did see a truck parked down there. I was dropped off, and I'll be picked up later. And which it could be him. It might be some guy out here hiking, or you never know what his business is out here. This is Las Vegas. Anything can happen. Even an old hippie who comes out here to hang out naked around a cave. Now, some of these areas is technically private property. I've seen signs. But what we're at is should be Red Rock Canyon, open to the public. There's some established hiking trails, and you know, if anybody wants to give us crap, I mean, I'll just stop moving and blend right in. Coming up a little kind of draw here. It almost looks like concrete was poured down here, and it may have been. Construction crews could have poured concrete here and it washed down. It's hard to say. Just never know, but there he goes. All right, we're continuing our hike and coming across what could very well be an agave burn pit. Now, this does appear to be an agave burn pit. See my other videos, you know what that is. See the telltale sign of the white rocks. The center, they really look like a crater. Many of these are in the Desert National Wildlife Refuge. Clearly they're all over Las Vegas. You can imagine what the Indians burning their agave must have thought hundreds of years ago, what they would think if they look down there now at the Las Vegas Strip. You can see a reflection down there, kind of an orange or a red reflection. That's about where between Circus and Resort World, that may be Circus where that kind of bright red reflection is. Oh well. Let's continue this climb and keep going. We've got a long way to go today. All right, so that's the unmistakable sign of a horseshoe, which means there are equestrians out here. Horseback riding is permitted, and it looks like a kind of established road. I don't think you could take a vehicle out here. Technically not, but if you can get it down here, you'll probably get on the road. My truck would make this very easily, but I don't know how rugged it gets deeper in the canyon where we're going. All right, just for the record today, I do have my Bellevilles on today, the Sabre C333 hot weather boot. Wanted to wear my good boots in case we're into any extreme terrain. I do have those Darn Tough socks on, Darn Tough brand socks, and hear me call it these products. I'm not a spokesperson, I'm not endorsed, I don't have any sponsorships. I just call out what I'm wearing. A lot of you asked about my equipment, my gear. These hikes I take serious. So I strive to have the absolute best gear that money can buy for these hikes. It's not always the most expensive, but you've got to do some research and testing and find out what works. And these Bellevilles are military issues, so they're combat proven. I just checked the GPS, and that possible cave is directly this direction. But as I get closer, we may not be able to go there. So the shortest distance between 2 points may not be a straight line. There may be some rugged hills we have to climb, so I may have to come this direction a little bit and then kind of go over. So we'll have to get closer and see what's the easiest way up and over this small ridge line here is. I can feel myself starting to sweat. My face, my legs. There's a slight breeze out here, which is great. It's helping, but it's still warm. This is Las Vegas. It's the desert. It is Saturday, October 7th, 2023, and it's still 90s out here. So the thing is, you got to keep going, rest every now and then, don't overexert yourself. Worst case scenario, I just simply will stop, wait till the sundown, come back at night. Now I've got all the gear I could think of, but the only thing I forgot is a spare battery for the iPhone, which kind of annoys me. Now granted, I've never had to use it before, but depending how much you use the phone, especially if I get a GPS the way back here, we may need it. Okay. I'm gonna go up a little more, kind of a fork in the road. I'm gonna go up a little more this way. All right, now we just hit a mile. And for the record, uphill in a sandy wash like this is difficult. It really kind of wears on you. We're getting closer. Just gotta make it up those hills somehow to the top and over. And once we get to the top, we'll be able to assess the situation. Hopefully it's not as steep as it looks. Let's keep going. Just going through open desert. Still an uphill incline. You may see some animals out here that you don't see in Desert National Wildlife Refuge. I'll tell you one thing there is a chance of seeing is mountain lion. The edge of Las Vegas, Summerlin, there have been several reports of mountain lions in people's backyards. They come down from these hills. So this is 100% certainty mountain lion country. Now they tend to avoid people. And during the day, they're probably gonna be hiding, maybe even sleeping someplace. But it's not outside the realm of possibility to come across one. So we'll just keep our eyes open and hopefully it doesn't happen. And rattlesnakes, yeah, they're out here too. Not outside the realm of possibility to come across one of those. Here's something interesting. Here's to wash down an old circuit board. What's this from? What electronics were out here? Very old, and appears to wash down from somewhere. What else is up there? I don't know. We're gonna go straight this way. But I'm just taking a brief rest here because it's hot. It is hot today. Let's keep on going. Las Vegas getting farther in distance. Here's probably some mountain bike trails. See a butterfly over there. And ever closer to this ridge line. Little shady areas like this are few and far between, so when you see one, if you're stuck out here, it's a good place to rest. But you gotta be careful. This bush is also a good place for mountain lions, and there could be one inside there right now. Which one I'm not gonna get too close. Mountain lions typically look for little caves or something, but anything is possible. Pocket caves are perfect for mountain lions. All right. From this point, we got nowhere to go but up, and it looks pretty damn rugged. So let's do this. Nothing to it, right? Oh my goodness. We made it. On the clock, 1.6 miles, almost an hour, 600-foot elevation gain. So yeah, we're making decent time. Now, this hill right here is probably worse than the beast. Maybe a little bit longer too. What I think we need to do is come up this way, around these rocks, and then up over there, and then from the top of the ridge line, kind of make our way in the ridge line, right over that way, someplace where that supposed cave feature is. But we'll keep our eyes open because you never know what you may find out here. In fact, check it out. You know what this is? A deer antler. And a very old one at that. Look at that. Kind of cool looking. Should I keep it? Other than maybe a rest for a rifle or something, I don't know what good this is. Maybe some kind of a weapon, I guess. Scratcher. It's kind of cool looking, but yeah, I don't know if we're allowed to keep it or not, but I don't really have any use for it. It's kind of gives you a nice grip right there. But yeah, garbage of nature. I don't have a use for an old antler. Do you? It's kind of cool looking, but we're gonna leave it as is and just continue on. Told you we were doing a little climbing. Google Earth does not do this place justice. Oh. Now, this trail, this is a mountain bike trail, and had a hell of a time climbing it. So the mountain bikers, I guess they can do this. Let's take a low gear, a lot of leg muscles, not a big deal. But I don't ride a mountain bike. It's just one hobby I don't have time for. No, I want to get out here. I get out here on foot. That's how I roll. But I think right about that saddle, right there about, and kind of almost where the sun is, just right about there, looks the easiest way. And then if we could somehow get on top of this ridge line, just walk all the way up there, we'll be okay. If we take it slow, we'll be fine. But make no mistake, this is a difficult hike. Now, let's kind of show you where we are. Those hills straight out there, somewhere out there is Junebug Mine, those farthest hills. So as the crow flies, maybe 20 miles. I'm hot and sweaty. I'm gonna go up a little more than find a place to sit for a little bit, because I don't want to overexert myself. Continuing our climb, I come across another trail, mountain bike trail. I could tell it's an older trail, but it's not heavily worn, not recently at least. I see how these guys get these freaking bikes up here. You're not gonna pedal all the way up to the top of some of these hills. Going down might be kind of fun, but it's dangerous because it's so light. I just feel more comfortable on a dirt bike that's heavier and has better brakes. All right. That's the easiest way right there. Or do I want to go this way and save some time, even though it's a little more rugged to climb? I'm gonna go this way, I think. Yeah, this way might be shorter. Nice little plateau here. Oh, look at that view. You ain't seen nothing yet. All right. Making progress on this hill, this beast. Roughest part is coming up right now. I'm gonna put my gloves on for this. We're gonna take this last rough section, we'll be at the top. So it turns out, these jagged rocks are giving us some pretty good traction. Maybe a little too good, but doesn't mean we should let our guard down. There's cactuses, all sorts of dangers. You could slide. But we're slowly making our way up this hill. This last section is the toughest. It's a near vertical climb. You can see us using 2 hands. It's tough. It's tough. So many spots you gotta almost crawl. Keep 3 to 4 points of contact. It's a tough climb for sure. But we're making it. And we're almost up there. I am holding the camera and I'm still using both hands. I can do that. And I can film. Now, a lot of times you climb these hills, you keep your head down, watch where you're going, and just truck along. And then you look up, you're like, oh, I'm here. And that's pretty much what happened just now. We made it to the summit. Let's get up here and see what we can see. All right. Wow. Now you know why they call it Red Rock Canyon. All right, one last look at Las Vegas. Las Vegas Strip is directly in front of us. I don't know if you can see any features. I can, you may not be able to. Coming around here, you can see these red rocks. That's why they call it Red Rock Canyon. And straight that way is where we need to go. So I'm probably gonna come down here, find a trail or some way that we can get down over there. And got a real bad feeling it's gonna be extremely rugged. Even though it looks flat, I think it's gonna be really rugged, up and down. Because where we need to go is pretty much right there. All right, let's do this. I don't like going downhill when I know darn well I'm gonna have to go uphill sooner or later. But in this particular situation, there appears to be somewhat of a trail down here. And sometimes trails usually follow the easiest path, and sometimes they're worn through the create an easy path, and that's the trail down there, which looks like it may go all the way to where we're going. So that's what I'm gonna do, and there may very well have to be some climbing later on, no doubt, but we'll do it. We've come quite a way following this kind of mountain bike or hiking trail, whatever it is. And the trail's leading up and down through these hills. And it's certainly nothing extreme, but it's a workout. I just don't want to run out of water. I've got well, Camelback's not full anymore, but I do have a spare small bottle of water if I need it. And that may not even be enough. Hopefully it will. 150, so it's approaching the hottest part of the day, and this isn't too bad. But it's easy to go through all the water here. And I did have, you know, it was a foot-long Subway sandwich on the way out here, which probably had more sodium than I would have liked to have had. And unfortunately, sodium makes you thirsty. And that's kind of what's going on here. No shade, but there's a breeze, which feels wonderful. I'm hot and sweating. If that is an old hippie cave up there, how did this hippie get out there? Did he just hike out here and spend days and weeks on end out there? I don't know. Was it just a rumor? Was it a fluke, a one-time thing? I don't know. All I know is there's a cave or some sort of little feature like a cave where there was a naked hippie out there who used to hang out. So that's where we're going. And it should be just past this saddle up here. And you can see how rugged the terrain between here and there is, which I'm not looking forward to, but we've covered some ground already and we'll continue to cover ground. I just wish I had the dirt bike for this. It'd be so much easier. I'll go as far to say this is bad. The trail ends here. And it appears to loop back this way. Does it loop back that way and go back up and around? I don't know, but we have to go this way. And I think we may have to go down and back up cross country, which is going to be really, really tough. And I'm already getting tired. Oh, geez. I don't want to keep exerting myself because a few canyons like this and we may hit our limits out here. All right, folks, I just checked the GPS. 1 mile as the crow flies in this direction, 1 mile. Which means we got to come down here, up and over, and then all the way around, which means it'll be a little over a mile. A mile of extreme terrain. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna go straight down, straight back up, and then continue on to the top of that little ridge up there and assess the situation. Screw it, let's roll film. All right, this is some tricky, rugged stuff. And it's gonna be tricky, rugged stuff getting back up it. And to be perfectly honest, at this point, I'm not even thinking about getting home. We'll find a way somehow. Just looking for a good place to step. Now, like I said, I haven't been out here. I have done a map recon, but Google Earth really does not do justice to this terrain. The detail we're seeing right now, you can't really see on Google Earth. And I hope I didn't get myself into a situation that's going to be difficult to get out of. Because even though you could see the Las Vegas Strip from here, make no mistake, this is a remote, rugged, forsaken place that is, it will swallow you up and not even think twice about spitting you out. Okay. Okay. Watching where I step. Let me stop with the gloves on for this. All right, gloves are on. Let's make our way down. These rocks are jagged, so when I'm grabbing the rocks, it's really rough on my hands, which is why I put the gloves on. Okay. Just watching where I step. These Bilbo boots have some pretty decent soles, but that doesn't make me invincible. And like I said, it's a mile as the crow flies, so we're not going as the crow flies. And you can see how slow we're moving, slowly and deliberately. We're almost down to the bottom, and then we just gotta find a way up, so we're at the bottom. Let's continue on. All right. Climbing back up out of this little gully canyon, I guess, little mini canyon. Those of you who live vicariously through my experiences, I hope you're enjoying this. Drinking ice cold lemonade for me. Because I could enjoy a cold drink right about now. All I have is warm tap water and a Camelback. And hopefully that'll last me the whole day. Okay. Okay. Almost there. We did it. Oh wow, quick rest. Just to let you know, sitting here in the desert, where there's no shade. There's a little bit of shade here I can crawl under, but there's only about a foot of shade. This boonie hat that I'm wearing is a lifesaver out here. You need a boonie hat for sure. And that's what we just came through. A few more of those and we have to call it. So worst case scenario, I think I can go straight down to that kind of wash right in the middle and follow that all the way down to those red rocks past, and that'll get us back to the main road if I had to. I've done it on a dirt bike, like I said, so if I had to, I could, and just call for a pickup over there. But we're not at that point yet. Like I said, we still got a ways to go. I'm a little tired. I'm really thirsty, but I don't want to drink all my water. I probably could drink it all right now if I really put myself to it, but I need to conserve. And we're gonna keep going. On the clock, 2.88 miles, 1,200 foot elevation gain, 2 hours and 10 minutes, and I got 2 p.m. Which means in about 4 hours, the sun will go down. It'll be a lot cooler out here. A lot easier to get around, but I'm hoping to be up on these mountains. We could see the Las Vegas skyline when the sun goes down. And I want to be at that possible Hippy cave long before that too, which, like I said, is about a mile by how the crow flies. So I'm gonna get a couple gulps of water and continue on that way. And hopefully we won't run into any more significant obstacles like this monster. I've checked the GPS, and that cave, what I think is a cave or enclave or some spot where this old Hippy cave may be, is about directly this way as the crow flies, but clearly I'm not going to go straight over that mountain. It's too hot for that. I still feel kind of bloated from eating too much. So this little wash down here, if I can get down here, see way up over there is kind of a trail. If I can get at the trail, I think that trail kind of loops up and kind of turn, and I can go the back way into it that way. So I think that might be the easiest way. But I'm gonna go straight this way and try and hit that trail, and hopefully I won't run into any obstacles, but I think I can do it that way, and that's gonna be the easiest way. Like I said, can I climb that? Maybe, but you know what? I really think climbing that mountain is too strenuous, and it's pointless to break out the drone to see if it's doable. I know it's doable, it's just too strenuous. The drone's not really going to do much because I checked GPS and now I can see the only way to go is straight this way, and that's what we're going to do. So let's continue on. Stood here and took a break in place for a little bit. I talk a lot out here because I want you to really know what I'm feeling, what I'm going through out here, and right now I'm thirsty, but I'm trying to conserve water because I don't have a unlimited supply, like I said. It's obvious, and I don't want to push myself too hard where I'm gonna exert myself and require more water. But my military training has taught me a few things about hot weather survival. Number one, if you haven't peed for a while and you don't need to pee, chances are you may be dehydrated. Just one thing to look for: lightheadedness, dizziness, signs of heat exhaustion or even heat stroke. If your body stops sweating and you feel like cold and clammy, that's a sign of heat exhaustion or heat stroke. I am still sweating. I kind of feel like I'm gonna have to pee in a little bit, just a little, which is a good sign. It shows I'm hydrated. So far so good. That's why I'm purposely kind of slowly meandering and not overexerting myself. And oh, beautiful, just beautiful. Another huge gully we got to get through. Surprise of the desert, you just never know what you're gonna run into. Let's come up on these rocks and I'll show you. Oh, okay. I think over here down, then back up towards that wash, follow the wash to the trail, loop around that way. I think that's probably gonna be our best bet. Oh, look, something shiny over there. I'm sure that's a vehicle. Probably. It's gotta be a vehicle, it's right off the main road. I could pull out the binoculars, but I may not see anything more than just a shine. But yeah, that's a pretty substantial road, so it's got to be a vehicle out there, somebody off-roading or something. I could fly the drone out there. It's a little breezy for the drone, but I could. But at this point, this is a wasted battery. there and back would probably kill one battery. And I could see a reflection out there. There's another vehicle moving, so that is more than likely a vehicle out there. Let's continue on. I know a lot of times you guys say the clothes I wear, it's like camouflage. Why you wear this? You blend into the desert, you won't be found. Well, sometimes it's good to blend in and not be found. Because I don't know who these people are. I wonder, maybe it's not a vehicle. I wonder what that is out there. That's definitely a vehicle coming. But that, I can't tell. Some reflection. Like I said, there's some old vehicle wrecks out here. That could be one of them. I don't know. All right, I just put up binoculars. I know you can't see with the GoPro. I can't zoom that far. I wish I could. It's not a vehicle. It is a piece of metal looks like about the size of a car hood, some sort of piece of metal. And there's two more smaller ones just above it. Maybe 50, 40 feet away from it, just up that hill a little bit. But it's some sort of piece of metal that the sun's reflecting on. So no point in going over there, and no point in using the drone, wasting a battery to go over there to see if it's a piece of metal. But I'll just make sure I do a Google Earth recon of this area and see if I can identify it. I do have all the wrecks mapped out here, at least the ones I know of. There's like 5 vehicle wrecks out here, abandoned vehicles. They're actually deeper in the mountains. I don't even know how they got them in there. But yeah, that's what it is. So I'm not gonna go out there. We're gonna go straight ahead here to that trail that I could see off of the distance, and then kind of loop up over the mountains around, because that kind of hill enclave is on the other side of this mountain. There could be the Hippy cave. So I'm gonna make my way down towards this draw instead of going up and over, up and over, up and over. I think that'd be the easiest way, and then go back up towards that path up over there, and hopefully that should lead us through the pass. All right, so we made it in kind of this little wash, and we're gonna keep going forward. I don't like hiking in washes on a slight uphill incline. They just wear you out. It's kind of a gradual wear out though, but this is where we're going. And we'll keep on going as far as we can. Like I said, worst case scenario, a couple of miles this way, just follow it downhill to the road. That should get us to the 215 highway. So it's remote, we're far out, but we're not that far out. If I ran out of water and I was almost to pass out, then yeah, we'd be in trouble, but we're not at that point yet. I just stopped and took a quick break here in the shade. This wash, you can see a lot of tire tracks here, so vehicles have been through here. I'm pretty sure that this is not a legal place to go off-roading, but people do come out here anyway. I could easily come out here in the truck, but you know, wrong place, wrong time. You meet BLM police or a park ranger, and they happen to catch you out here. You can, you know, if it's a bad day for them, they can give you a ticket, impound your vehicle, whatever. That's a situation I kind of like to avoid. So even though people come out here, looks fairly often, doesn't mean it's legal to. So we're getting close to that saddle, and the cave is directly on the side of this mountain, like that way. So we got to kind of go out of our way there, find a way over this hill, this ridge line here, and get back there. I just don't know how rugged it is, and I don't want to have to turn back because it's too rugged. It's a strenuous hike today. So far on the clock, 3.57 miles, 2.49, almost 3 hours, 1,400 foot elevation gain, and it's low 90s, so it's definitely a strenuous hike for sure. That little cave enclave is on the other side of these mountains. Could I get to it with the drone? Yes. 2 things. Number one, I would almost certainly waste a battery flying to the top of this hill and back. They're supposed to last 30 minutes, but I mean 15 to 20 is about what it is. And it doesn't look that far, but believe me, when you're flying the drone at about 17 miles an hour, it takes a lot longer to get up there than you think. And once you do, on this phone screen, it's hard to really see what you're looking at. Maybe I can get close, but like I said, I think it'll waste a battery. So what I think I'm going to do is keep on going, try to get to the top of this saddle, kind of right about here somewhere, and get up and over and go that way. The sandy wash we're in is kind of a little more rugged, which is fine. It's a little bit easier to walk on than soft sand. And rocks like this usually give us pretty good traction. Oh, there's a wash again. All right. Not too much further. I don't know if you can see Las Vegas off in the distance. We've come a long, long way. 3.77 miles, 3 hours, 1,500, almost 1,600 foot elevation gain. It's a pretty hefty hike. Nice breeze. I can feel the wind on my back that's sweaty, so it's creating a cooling effect, which is really nice. We're getting to the motorcycle trails back here. There are some dirt bike trails back here. I'm not sure if it's a legal place to dirt bike, but people do come back here. And pretty much only dirt bikes can get back here. It's some rugged stuff. I've had a dirt bike back here, and there are some hills that are so monstrous that I wouldn't even risk them. It's just, some people do. And if you have like a two-stroke with the right gearing and the right tires, maybe, you know, and nerves to steel, but most people, some of these hills are just completely monstrous. Anyway, we're at the saddle, and I just checked the GPS. That cave feature is this way, as the crow flies, so we'd have to come this way and loop around and find a somewhat easy way to it there, because it's tough to get to. So I don't know what this is. This is some metal, maybe an old pool or something, I don't know. Some trash that washed down here. Let's keep on going. I think I may know where we are. I've been out here before, and if I'm right, there'll be an old wreck up here, which is kind of at a crossroads to another road, and I might see it up there. And if that's the case, then yeah, I know. Well, like I said, I know exactly where we are, but someplace we've been before. There's a wreck up here. All right. I'm gonna have to drop my pin because I think this is one I didn't previously have mapped. I can't tell. No, I think it is. Yeah. Yeah, I know where we are. It's an old Dodge Durango, I think. Burned out. Check the serial numbers. Be surprised if it comes back stolen. High-powered rifle blast on the door. They took it out here long ago, and looks like it may have got stuck. You can see these wires are from the tire. Engine still here. PBR, of course. Straight six. What do you think? 1, 2, 3, 4. Or is that a 4-cylinder? I can't tell. Like it might be a 4-cylinder. Hard to say. Might be a turbo 4-cylinder. Turbo's gone. Head's gone. Vehicle's been stripped about as much as it can be. Looking around. Yeah, this thing is completely burned out. Back seat, muffler, no markings, but I could tell it is or was a Dodge Durango. All right. Yeah, pretty sure I've seen this before, but I'm gonna drop a pin just in case. But yeah, I think I did have this map. So what we need to do is head straight over that saddle that way. I'd like to see the enclave, and if I can't get close to it, I may even use the drone for it. So we'll see. Let's move on. So you can barely see that burned out vehicle down there. And obviously it was driven here. So the roads are in rough condition, but technically can make it. My truck would probably make it out here. And the dirt bike, this would have just been a little rough patch. Give it gas and accelerate through it and keep on going. Like, I'm gonna try to get close to him. This is probably dumb, but there he is. Tarantula hawk. Oh shit. Okay. They're actually very docile, unless you're a tarantula, which is why I knew I could get close to them. That was a small one too. They actually get almost double that size. And their sting, if you're unfortunate enough to get stung by one, is one of the most painful one out there, I've been told. But I want to at least get close to them and show you guys what they look like. All right. For a dirt bike, this is nothing. Zip right through here. For a hiker who's already gone 4 miles, 1,700 foot elevation gain, 3 hours and 15 minutes, it's a little bit of a challenge. All right. At this point, I have probably reached the point of no return, which means the only way out is to keep going forward over these hills. And I kind of sort of know where to go. Like I said, I've been out here a couple times, but it's been a couple years, maybe a year or two, year and a half, I don't know. Like I said, since I started making videos, I haven't been riding dirt bike as much as I used to. Alright, here's a piece of trash out here. Clearly is World War II, judging by the Nazi symbol. Not. It's just a piece of kitchen counter. I don't know why it's out here. Somebody drug it out here for a reason. Drew a Nazi swastika on there. Just a piece of trash on the side of the road is all. Can't even see Las Vegas anymore. We're deep in the mountains. Just to show you this uneven terrain we came from and the uneven terrain we're going. Like I said, I made up this on the dirt bike, not a big deal. And you two-stroke heroes, this ain't nothing for you, but a big four-stroke like the CRF 450L, even if it is set up for desert, it could be a beast getting up these hills. You gotta air the tires way down and hit some of these obstacles just right. Because you hit them wrong, like say for example, you want to go here, you go right there, bike goes over, you could break a bone. And you break a bone out here, that's a helicopter ride. Maybe. Probably. Anyway, we just about reached the top. So I just checked the GPS, and according to Gaia, the cave enclave area that I saw on Google Earth is straight this way. I don't know if I can get to it, but I can get to that rock vantage point up there, and from there I can make a determination if we can go any further. If not, I might launch the drone. So let's go cross country up to the top of this hill, climb that rock vantage point up there if we have to, and see if we can either see that cave enclave area or launch the drone and get to it if we can't hike to it. I'll tell you what, if there is no hippie out there, he ain't hiking this every day, that's for damn sure. Oh wow. There is a chipmunk or some kind of a small animal up here. I don't know if you can see it, he's hiding in this bush. Here he goes. It's a chipmunk. See him over there? He'll go in a little cave or something. There he is on the rock. It's like a little ground squirrel. He'll go about his business, I'll go about mine. Okay. Let's keep going. Made it to the rock. Let's see what's on the other side, shall we? Oh, spider webs. Okay. You want film for this, or what do you think? Okay. Okay. All right, I'm gonna put my gloves on for this. Gloves on, let's climb. Film, let's roll. All right, this is some jagged rock, so I'm hoping to get some traction, even though I didn't. Okay. Looking around, what can I step on? All right, maybe just carefully lift myself up. Ooh, that's not working. Oh my gosh, pulling myself up over these jagged rocks, oh my God. Oh, okay. Piece of wood here, look at that. That's man-made. All right. Okay. That enclave is over there somewhere. I've got to get to the top of this rock. This is dangerous. Oh man. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. I am using 4 points of contact for this. Okay. Let myself up over here. Maybe over here. And over here. Yes. I think so. The enclave has got to be straight up over there somewhere. Okay. Oh man. Okay. We made it up and over the rock on the saddle, and that cave has got to be in there somewhere. So what I think I'm gonna have to do is launch the drone, but down there I don't think I can take off or land in these rocks here. I just don't want the propellers to hit something. But if I can do it down here, I can get over there into this valley where I think the enclave is. So here's the deal. Google Earth does not do terrain justice, you know that. I looked and Google Earth says, okay, this is kind of flat enough area, I can get up here. And indeed I can. But when you really get down to it and see all the rocks and how rugged it is, that's the big challenge. And it's going to exert a lot of energy climbing up this little rugged area there. And the enclave is straight this way, just on the other side of this kind of ridge, I guess, right on the other side of the hill. I think I can get down here, launch the drone, get it up, and get it just over that hill where I can see what this little enclave looks like. Anyway, let's get down here, launch the drone, and see if we can get high enough through that valley and barely keep line of sight of it, and maybe we'll see that Hippy cave or that enclave, whatever it is. I just want to show you, even a small obstacle like this, I mean, that is a good, I don't know, 5-foot drop. I can lower myself down it. It's a little challenging wearing full gear, but I can do it. But things like this is what you really got to watch to get around. So I might be able to go all the way around, but I'm gonna try to lower myself down here. And like I said, it's just it's really steep and could be challenging. So let's do it. You know what? I don't know if I could safely lower myself down this. Maybe. Cactus over here. This might be a little easier, even though it's steeper here. I think I might be able just to climb down this, watching my step, of course. Yeah. So the whole name of the game here is just to play it safe. And this rock here, I can probably climb up without slipping, maybe. As long as you don't put your full weight, I think you're okay. But, I'll show you what it looks like. There. It's all about the camera angles, huh? Do that with the chest cam. Alright. Alright. Let's come over here and see if we can lower ourselves down this way. Again, these jagged rocks give you some great traction, but don't put all your weight on them because traction isn't always as good as you think. Okay, here we go. Slowly easing ourselves down. Of course, we're wearing gloves, you better believe it. Okay, okay. Now, we're down. Here's about my shoulders. What do you think? Could I have lowered down? Maybe. But when you're out here alone, you've got to play it safe. Look at this, like a little bunker area. Okay. All right, this flat area should be fine for launching the drone. And like I said before, yes, drones are permitted out here. This wind worries me a little bit. It's a little breezier than I'd like for flying, but I'm gonna get it up and go that direction as far as I can. I'm not gonna be able to see much in the little viewfinder, the little cell phone viewfinder, but you'll see before I do. But of course, when I edit the video, I'll take a closer look. All right, let me set it up and we'll go flying.
Okay, those of you who've seen my videos before know that drones really don't record they don't record audio. So it can get a little dull and monotonous just watching the drone fly over terrain. So I thought I would add a little bit of music to make it interesting and let you know what you're seeing. So this is a path I saw on Google Earth that I wanted to climb up. It looked doable, and indeed it is doable, but look how rugged that is down there. There's trees, there's rocks, there's climbing. This would have been a serious exertion of energy. On the plus side, you could see the mountains, the cliffs off to the right there. That would be an epic view of Las Vegas, so it would have been great, but it would have taken too much of our energy. And at this point in the hike, it just really wasn't worth it. We're coming across this saddle here, and you can see North Las Vegas. That's Nellis off in the distance, and down here, you see that little black dot, kind of by itself down there. That is the enclave that I thought was the Hippy Cave. This little saddle right here, yeah, right there, that's one we actually climb up to. So after this, we do climb up, and we do go down that area too. In this scene here, we're just flying over some mountains, and I'm bringing the drone in for a landing, so you can see the drone coming in. Now, it looks like it's landing really slow, but believe it or not, this is landing at full speed. I mean, this is something you wouldn't want a passenger aircraft to do, but with the video, it looks like it's going really slow. It's not. Just bringing in for a normal landing, and once I get down towards the bottom there, you'll see the drone slow down a little bit, level out, and then kind of automatically land itself. But yeah, that's about it. Drone's a useful tool, but it's, you know, a great way to see the terrain. And that's it.
All right, how do you guys like it? Do you have a nice flight? Way over there, I'll tell you what, I got this drone so high and so far out there past those mountains that I briefly lost control of it. I got some errors, lost control, and fortunately it reconnected. I guess this mountain here was in the way. It did reconnect. I was able to get it back. It does have a feature where it will come back to a home point if you lose control long enough. There's a button you can push to get it back to the home point as well, which is great. And as long as it's got a battery, you can kind of track it on GPS. What a hellacious hike over there. But I don't know about you, I didn't see the Hippy Cave. I didn't see anything that looked like a cave. Now, granted, I just saw the small phone screen in the shadow of the sun. So, you know, once I take a look at this on the PC, this PC screen, I may see something. But for right now, I didn't see anything. But we're gonna make our way down around this hill down there. Over here, I don't know if I can get close to them. It looks like, I think it's called a western banded lizard. I've seen these out here before. They're pretty fast, but they're cool looking. And this is just a baby. Yeah, he's going too fast. But they're really cool looking. All right. Cross country for a little bit. Watching out for cholla cactuses. Cholla, I guess, whatever you want to call them. They're no joke, we've been stabbed by them a few times. But this drone's a great resource, isn't it? That got us way the hell out there, and would have taken us forever to hike out there. And I don't know, I haven't actually taken off my backpack to check how much water I have, but I'm quite sure it's probably less than half. Half empty, half full, whatever you want to call it. But I've got one small, like 12-ounce bottle of water for emergencies. Well, I did bring it for lunch, for freeze-dried food, but I ate so much earlier, I'm really not hungry, so if I have to, I'll break out that small bottle of water. From here, it should be all downhill to the road, and there, I think, worst case scenario, I could just take a road out of here, I think. But you know me, if I can take a shortcut, I will. So Should at least be able to see the Las Vegas skyline. If I can get to the top of some of these hills, some are pretty hellacious. I mean, this one's a monster. Whew, can I climb it? Yes. But it'd be a challenge. In fact, I think I am gonna climb it. I'm gonna go straight. I'm not gonna go down like I thought. I'm gonna go straight. That might be the shortest point between two lines and give us a decent vantage point. So yeah, some of those roads over there, that will get us there, but I think this might be a shortcut. And those trails, I wanted to fly the drone over that, but I told you that 5-finger death punch, those 5 trails that go up a hill right about there, just to kind of show you how steep it is. But that's a pretty good distance, and I'm guesstimating a mile, which is about the limit to the drone. Well, the drone's supposed to be 10 miles line of sight, but out here you never know. And if the drone goes down for some reason, that means I'm walking out there to recover it. So I'd prefer not to do that. So if it's something we have to check out, I'll take a risk. Otherwise, you know, if you really want to see it, I've got pictures I could send you. Pictures I could post. In fact, here it is, 5-finger death punch. All right, just to show you what this 5-finger death punch thing looks like, it's a series of trails, 5 trails. They're not all shown here because this is zoomed in, but just kind of gives you an idea of how steep these motorcycle trails are. They may not look steep from a distance, but once you're on a dirt bike, you get up to them, they're near vertical, and you really need a good low-gear 2-stroke motorcycle with low pressure, gummy tires, and you know, some skill and nerves of steel to get up these. My Honda CRF 450. It'd be really tough. You'd have to have some real skill. Myself, I probably wouldn't take a chance, but that's what a lot of trails out here are. There's some monstrous hills. There's some guys with a lot of skill that could do it. Myself, I err on the side of caution. But anyway, for what it's worth, 5-finger death punch. Boom. So you could see, there you go. I've been out here before, and it's an older picture, but terrain hasn't really changed. This hill doesn't look hellacious, and I think if I just go straight this way, it'll be all right. And I feel like I've got my second wind. It's shady, the sun's going down a little bit, and we're not hiking midday in the brutal sun, so I think it'll be all right. I said we're gonna go straight, but you can see where straight leads, more ruggedness. And I could probably get in this little canyon, but then I saw how close we are to the top. And I would like to get to the top and see if that's a summit where we can get a great view of the whole Las Vegas from up there. Let's go check it out. Here, roll a little bit of film. Won't bore you with the details. We're just hiking, just climbing rocks. 4.51 miles on the clock, 1974-foot elevation gain, and it's paused. How about that? See, sometimes I forget to unpause this. I paused when we flew the drone. All right, but still, we've come a long way, so I think we're almost at the top up there. All right. It's strenuous, but I'm gonna do it. I just want to show you this climb we're doing is no joke. I'm using all my leg energy to lift myself up. And for the record, we have surpassed 2,000-foot elevation gain. But we're almost at the top. Oh my goodness, it's hot. I'm tired and thirsty. And my heart rate to 154 beats per minute. But look at this, Red Rock Canyon. Wait till that sun starts going down. All right. Good enough rest, let's go. These hills. Every time I leave my house, I see these hills, and I always knew that someday I'm gonna climb them. see what's up here. I don't even know if this is the summit. Let me get as far as I can, and then check GPS. And of course, it's not the summit. Oh, oh my golly. So this is the problem. I thought this was the summit, but it's way up there. Let me just get high enough to see over this at least. Okay. Oh, wow. Let me come over here and just have a seat and check GPS. Oh. All right, quick update. I got 4:19. It's gonna be dark in 2 hours. I need to get out of here. I was gonna go this way, but I think the easiest way is to go straight this way. And it's very likely we're gonna be out here past dark, unfortunately. You could see the city of Las Vegas out there. It doesn't look that far, but I can assure you it's a lot farther than it looks. So let's go this way on the saddle. That cave is supposed to be straight this way. The winds are picking up. It's no longer hot. I don't know how much water I have in the Camelback. I've got food, but I'm not really hungry. I ate so much. Well, I ate enough before I came out, so what I need to do right now is keep moving. Otherwise, it's going to be after dark. And I've got the flashlights, but I don't want to be out here after dark. And I have a bad feeling I will be. Okay. These rocks it's almost volcanic. Sun's going down and took off the boonie hat just to let my hair air out a little bit. And to make our way to that saddle and beyond. It's clear we have to blaze a path out of here, because this way, I mean, I could follow that draw all the way down, but that may get rugged and dark. And I see a road way out there, but I don't know where it leads. I think I saw it on the map, but as you see before, we could sometimes follow a road and end up doubling back. Okay. Okay. Be careful up here. We're a long way out. No roads to get where we are, so yeah, this would be a helicopter rescue. Keep going. Let's just show you these jagged rocks we're traversing. I see the sun's already going down. See my reflection? It's behind us. It's gonna be dark soon. The sun goes down very early in Las Vegas because of these mountains. It almost looks like a past somebody's been here, and they may have been. But not very many people, that's for sure. Just goes to show you, we did the drone recon, and here we are going out that way anyway. I wish I could put myself in that drone and fly home. Oh, this looks really sketchy. Oh, geez. I'm not gonna take a chance. Okay. If I slide, I want to make sure there's something I can grab on. Shoot. Okay. Okay. All right. Again, this is real sketchy. I don't want to slide down there, so I don't know if this is a person path or an animal path or any path at all. It's just jagged rocks. Just trying to get by. Oh my God. It's gonna be dark in 2 hours. I need to get out of here quick. wouldn't want to traverse this with a flashlight. I've got lights, but until the batteries run out, I'm screwed. Just want to show you how sketchy some of this is. I'm not going to roll film. I need both my hands for this. Some of this is sheer cliff face. I'm going to have to navigate to get to that saddle. And once I get to that saddle up over there, I'm going to have a better idea where we need to go. If I have to, I'll keep going down and just basically follow the geography all the way down. But I'm going to try to get to that saddle. I think that might be the shortest way. It's just tough getting there. All right, take a look. I don't see any safe way forward. I don't. Unfortunately. This stuff is just too steep. There's too much rocks and it's too easy to slide and get hurt. So what I'm gonna have to do is go down to a safe point, maybe right there, and then go back up to the saddle. It's a little out of my way, but I think it's probably gonna be the safest way. And it may not even be that safe. Look at these rocks. I've got to somehow get down those. I'm not gonna roll film for this. I wanna have all my wits about me and 2 hands if needed. How many times do I say I'm not gonna roll film, and I do anyway? So here I am, crab walking backwards, trying to avoid sliding to get down this hill. And I'm holding the GoPro in such a way so you can see where I'm going. This is one of the sketchiest things I've ever done. I can't believe I'm doing it. I'm just carefully crawling. Both hands, both feet, get down here. All right, so here I am, just tearing up my new boots. The side of a hillside, trying to get down here and then back up on this saddle. And it's that situation there. It's a lot more rugged than I thought, as you could see. So I'm right here just kind of sitting on some loose rocks. As soon as I start moving, I'm going to slide. So I'm going to put the camera away when I do that. But just to let you know, I'm a lot further out than I planned. And the terrain is a lot more rugged than I thought. So I definitely underestimated this hike. It's going to be well after dark when I get home, clearly. So let me get down this hill and back up the saddle. We'll check back in on the way up there. All right. So here I am trying to slide my butt down these rocks. It's like broken glass. Oh shit. You can see how rugged this stuff is. That's what I call a controlled slide, if you can call it controlled. Okay. This hike may be one of our big ones. Well, it is one of our big ones. Okay, I'm looking around to find a place to put our feet. Maybe here. Oh, shoot. Okay. This is why I like to leave early in the morning and get an early start on it and be out before the sun comes up. Don't have to worry about being stuck out after dark, but here we are. It is what it is. Should eventually get out somehow. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. Careful. There. If I can get straight over this way and then up on the saddle, that's what I got to do. So I'm not going to roll film. I'm going to try to hump it over there and just get over there as quickly and efficiently as possible. It almost looks like we're coming up on a cave or something here. Keep in mind, this is 100% mountain lion country. This is the hills over Summerlin, and mountain lions have been seen in those houses. I just hope that I don't run into one today. Okay. Not really a cave, just kind of enclaves. Whoa. Okay. Looks like it would make a decent shelter in a pinch if I had to. So make sure there's no mountain lion sitting in there. I like to think they would have smelled me a long time, heard me, and took off running. This kind of enclave, you'd expect to see them. Okay. Okay. I think I can go straight up this way. Oh my gosh. It looked like a cave, but I don't really think it is. Just kind of an overhang. Those of you that live vicariously through me, sit on your couch, drinking a nice beverage, maybe eating popcorn, just understand what it's like out here. I know we started at noon. We did that hot hike through the desert. Now here we are climbing the side of a cliff, and I think we still got a long way to go to get home. I'm going in the general direction, but distance-wise, basically have to backtrack everything we just did. Okay, a little enclave up here. Trying to grab this bush leverage and it kept breaking. Okay, I'm not gonna waste my time walking over there to see if it's a cave. I just want to keep going. 440, almost 5 miles, 2,144 foot elevation gain. And friends, we got about 2 hours of daylight. And it's unlikely we'll be out of these mountains by then. At this point, we're continuing on towards that cave enclave. And then beyond that, if we can get to it, find the straightest shot out of here. Now, if you're still watching, you say, why just bring the dirt bike? Well, take a look where we're walking over right now. You can take the dirt bike to an extent, but not the whole hike. All right, let's climb this last section, see what's on top of this saddle. Okay, we did make it to the saddle. I did make it here. It was tough. It was real tough. There's Las Vegas. Just gotta go straight out there and we're home. Easy, right? No. God knows what's between here and there. I didn't expect to see a set of stairs, an Uber waiting for me, or a taxi or anything. But I do think we can follow this canyon out of here. I also think I can get on that summit and get an epic view of Las Vegas. These branches like this, many of you have seen these before and mistaken them for radio antennas. But you could see it's not an antenna, it's part of a cactus. All right, let me check the GPS and assess the situation. It's nice and cool now. I'm covered in sweat from that climb over there. And it was a monstrous climb. It really was, you could see. So there's trails off that 5-finger death punch trail way off in the distance, if you could see it. Maybe not. I just checked guide GPS, and the cave-like enclave we're looking for is down there. So it's pointless to do a drone recon because we need to go down to Las Vegas. This is the way down, and that's where we need to go. But what I saw on Google Earth, what I'm seeing now in my own eyes, and what I see in guide GPS are 3 different things. So looking here, I think we can go down and it's a straight shot, and with some getting over some of these hills and whatnot, to Las Vegas. But up there, we could probably get an epic view of the whole city. And that's just too tantalizing to turn down. But down there is where we need to go. I'm gonna go down there. I mean, right here would get an epic view. Up there would get an epic view too, but I'm gonna go down there just in the interest of time because we're gonna lose daylight. We gotta get out of these mountains. So Let me change the GoPro battery real quick, and then we're going to start a traverse down here towards where that cave area is. And hopefully we'll find an easy path to lead us right down there. I mean, you could see houses right down there. If you could see them, it's a straight shot. I mean, it's just finding a hikeable path to them is all. It's a nice level area. I want to fly the drone. I love to fly to the trails over there and check them out up close. I love to hike to the top of this mountain and check out the view. But in the interest of time, I got 4:52, that's 5 p.m. 6:30, we're gonna start losing light. 6 p.m. we'll start losing light, especially when the sun goes down behind these mountains. I don't even think we'll see an epic sunset because that's off in the distance over there. But you'll start to see the light to Las Vegas. So I need to get as close as possible because right now what we're doing, we're not really following GPS or Gaia, we're just following the terrain. And all I could see is the train's going down here. That cave-like enclave is down this direction. It would have been I don't think we could have hiked over those mountains, so we had to come the way we did. It's just, those mountains were too steep. But like I said, the Google Earth recon I did, the way things look on Gaia GPS, I mean, it's just, you really can't calculate what you got to go through until you're actually here. And it's some rough stuff. And if the sun goes down, we lose light. All we can do is use flashlights, walk towards the light to Las Vegas, and watch where we step. It'll be slow going, but we can't see the train off in the distance. I mean, maybe with the night sun, a few blasts from the night sun here and there, but that's about it. What we've got to do right now, like I said, is focus on getting out of here. You can tell this was a lot of water was flowing here. You could see displaced gravel over these rocks. Just jabbed myself with a cactus kind of thing there. I'm awake now, thank you very much. Okay. Keep going, coming down. If we do make it to this cave-like enclave area, I'll prefer to do it when there's still daylight. This is really rugged. And I think I see that kind of enclave area up there, I'm not sure. And it may not be anything but a geographical feature. There may not even be a cave there. I don't know. All I know is we got to get close to Las Vegas as possible before we lose light. Over these rocks. This would be dangerous at night. Here's one of those sections there just is no easy way to get down, so. Oh, shoot. Okay. Told you there was no easy way to get down. We got to keep going that way. This day may be the one that I bite off more than I chew. Bite off more than I can chew. Get myself into something. Okay. Okay. My God, this is some rugged stuff. We gotta keep going. Hour and a half of daylight. Ugh. I'll tell you this. If we do find the Hippy cave, and I do find the Hippy, the first question I'm gonna ask him is, how the hell did you get out here? Where's the easy way? Because I sure as hell didn't take it today. Watch there be like a path right from the road to the cave or something. If it is a cave. Okay. Spider web, but I'm going right through it. I don't care. We gotta keep moving. You can see the rugged area we just came through. This is worse than the beast. Just check the GPS. The little enclave is straight ahead. Begin to think there may be a place where there may have been a waterfall, and that's why it's a little carved out area. But rather than take this rugged area, I'm gonna go straight ahead to the top of this hillside and see if I can get a better vantage point up there, see what's down there. In fact, it looks like they may have made a drop off of there. Wouldn't be able to make through anyway. Hard to say. This canyon is clearly carved by water, and any water carved canyon is likely to have some cliffs and drop offs, and that may very well be what that is there. Which means this could be the only way to go. Just want to get up here and see what else we have ahead of us, if there's any other obstacles. Just on the other side of these rocks. And look at these cliffs, huh? Barrel cactus as big as I am. It's like a beer keg. Look at that thing. What I wouldn't give for a beer keg out here. Okay. My effing gosh. Holy cow. Jeez. Holy Grand Canyon, Batman. We're screwed. All right. Was there a drop off? Was there ever a drop off? Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my gosh, yeah, this is not good. Look how deep that goes. Holy cow. Oh, there's a cave over there. Okay. The only way I can immediately see to get out of here is come along these cliffs, skirt the line over there, follow that fault line and go right down in that valley. Once I'm in that valley, get myself out of here. But right now what I'm gonna do, while I still got light, I'm gonna check out that cave over there across the way with the drone and get the drone down here. So let me get over here and set it up, and we'll do a quick flight.
All right, everyone, just really quick drone flight. I'm not a pro. Sometimes I forget things. I forgot to start record when I actually first took off, but I did record most of the flight. So here I am. This is our goal. This was our final goal on the hike. This is the enclave that I saw on Google Earth. It looked like there could be a cave there. Maybe right in the center looks like there might be a cave or something. It's really hard to say. This is clearly a place where water has collected over thousands or millions of years and has created kind of a basin here. And I thought this may have been a cave, or there may have been a cave here. So this was the feature that I saw on Google Earth, the whole reason why we came out here. In the drone, let's take a look at the flight. And once we zoom in a little more, you'll see us kind of pan out and come up, and you can see the terrain we had to get through to get here. And there's just no way I could have got in there. It's too rugged. There's steep cliffs. Straight ahead, I'm piloting the drone. You can't see me, but trust me, I'm there. Looking around, you could see this deep wash, carved through these valleys. Getting down there, they're just steep cliffs. There's no way I could have made it down there. You can see this kind of other gully I had to get across. There's North Las Vegas out there, so it looks like we're close, but really it's about I don't know, 5-6 miles from the road, believe it or not. What we're doing right now is we're coming to this cliff face here, and you see the cave off to the left. Yep, right there. I saw this from a distance. I wanted to get close and see. There's no way a person can get to this. It's too dangerous. It's too steep. But I wanted to see if maybe there's anything inside there. So I tried to get as close as I can without crashing the drone. When you're flying the drone on the phone screen, you really can't judge distance. You can't tell how close you are, and if I crash the drone, clearly I'm not going to get it back. It's just not recoverable. But you could see inside the cave pretty well. I thought maybe I'd see a mountain lion in there or something, but no such luck. Unless you see something I don't. But on the small phone screen, yeah, I didn't see anything in there at all. So we're just kind of panning around, looking. Heading back, you can see the valley. That's, I know it's kind of going kind of fast and everything, but this is the kind of terrain we had to go over. Bringing the drone back towards this sheer cliff face right there in kind of center left of the screen. Yeah, we had to go down this hill to get out. It's really steep, you'll see. Anyway, you could see me standing, if you look carefully, you could see me standing on the edge of the cliff right there, trying to pilot the drone and bring it in for a landing. Yeah, right there, about the center of the screen. So we're just coming right now, finding a place to land the drone without the propellers hitting a brush or something, and that's about it. That's our aerial recon. Hope you enjoyed it.
How was that? Did you have a nice flight? Pretty cool stuff, huh? So you can see there's a massive drop off down there. We're talking Grand Canyon. There's a cave way up over there. got close enough to see into, but it looks like it's pretty much impossible for any human being to climb up to it. We can't get down there, it's too much of a drop off, it's an extremely steep canyon, and that is more than likely the Google Earth feature that we saw. So it doesn't look like it's a Hippy cave, it looks like it's a little kind of waterfall area, a circular area carved by waterfall that's at the Hippy cave. Unless there's a way to get to it from down below, probably not. At this point, I've got 5:24. We've got a good hour of sunlight left and 5.27 miles to the clock. I feel fine. Our challenge now, because we ain't going back, that's for damn sure, is to find a safe way down here. And as you can see, the safe way is not here. That is not doable. That is extremely dangerous, and that is not doable. It's extremely steep. So the only way out, and this may yet turn into a survival situation, the only way out is over here. If we can find a way and skirt the side of this cliff, maybe, and follow the terrain all along here into that valley, and follow that valley straight out to what looks like a road down there, and it may be a road or a wash, and I think it is. And if that's the case, we could just simply walk out of here. But the key is getting from here down to there, and you can see there's some massive canyons. There still may be up here, and it's not outside the realm possibility to have to turn back and go back up there, which would suck. And it's worse, folks. We just ran out of water. My Camelback is empty. I have one small 12-ounce bottle for emergencies, but our water drinking days out here are done unless it's an emergency. Thank God the sun has gone down. This is such a brutal area. Even the tarantula hawks are dying. Let's move on. All right, the moment of truth will be when we come on top of this little hill right here and see if we can see off in the distance if it's flat enough for us to make it. If it's like a steep canyon, there's just no way, I don't think. So at this point, I'm saying a small prayer that the terrain is flat enough for us to make it. Otherwise, we're gonna have to do a monstrous hike back up there, all the way to the road, and take the long way out of here, which means either an overnight or a very late night, and a potential survival situation because we have no water. Now I should be okay. I just peed a while back. As long as I'm peeing, then that means we're not dehydrated. Like I said, a moment of truth up here, and I can't tell yet. Please, let the terrain be traversable. I can't tell yet. It looks like it, but we've got a long ways to go. My gosh, that's got to be a good mile down there. I don't know if you can see right down there. It's a cement plant, and that cement plant is near the road. If I can get to that cement plant, we're home free. Hell, if I can get to that road down there, that'll lead to the cement plant, then we're home free. Because I've ridden dirt bike out here before. All right, no more messing around. We have got to get out of here. I'll have to fly the drone more and check out some of these little pocket caves inside of the cliff, but not today. I'm trying to see which is the easiest way down. I'm thinking just straight that way. Down there, there. Yeah, that might do it. That might do it. Hoping to show you guys the Las Vegas skyline at night. And you still might see it, but I mean, come on, it's 2023. Google it if you really want to see what it looks like. Our main focus is getting out of here before dark, because after dark, snakes will come out, mountain lions will come out, and This will turn into a survival situation. Seeing a lot of pocket caves we might get to, but no, I'm focused on getting out of here. All right, maneuvering over these jagged rocks. It's like walking on broken glass. Cactuses, dead cactuses. It looks like a straight shot at the cement plant, or at least to that road. But as you've seen before in the desert, looks can be deceiving. There may very well be some really deep obstacles we can't get through. But our goal is that cement plant out there at the edge of town. And if we can get to it, that'll get us the road. I can call for a ride out there. But it's just getting to the road. This is going to be a challenge because look how fast we're going. And I've got 5:35. It's going to be dark in an hour. And I don't know how far I can get in an hour, but we're going downhill, which is good. So it's going to be just traversing the terrain straight out of here. Almost looks like a cave or enclave off in the distance too. Way off in the distance. Could definitely get to that with a drone, but it doesn't look like it goes in very far. Most of the caves in Nevada with big entrances don't go in very far. But it would have been great to see it with the drone. But we've got no time for that. We have got to get out of here before dark. Because when the sun goes down and there's no more light, it's going to take us twice as long to get out of here because we can't see the terrain or what's in front of us. All right, let's keep going. This terrain is a lot rougher than I thought. It's taking a lot longer to traverse even if it's downhill, which worries me. Like I said, oh, there's a bird, I guess. Like I said, I could see the lights on that cement plant in the distance, but there's so many things that could be between here and there. Deep obstacles, ravines. Our camelback is dry, and we've got about an hour of daylight, so we're not in a good position right now. And I'm crawling down these rocks at a snail's pace. Oh man. Why do I put myself in these positions? Because it's better than sitting at home watching a football game, drink a beer, and getting a big old belly, and just waiting to die. No offense to those of you who do it, but if you do and you're watching my videos, hats off to you. Okay, all right. Keep coming down. 2,200 foot elevation gain, 5.49 miles, 5 hours. Okay. That's where we just came down. There's none of these party balloons just landed out here. You gotta be careful, these are like knives, they'll stab you. So I'm trying to avoid that, still find a sure footing. I got a feeling the whole way to the cement plant, or if we can get to that road that leads to the cement plant, we'll be okay. And that probably is Box Canyon, I think. I'm not sure. Been out there before with a dirt bike. But, like I said, if I can get to a road, there won't be any more of this extreme stuff. We'll make a much better time, especially now the sun is going down. Even if we have no more water. Except for that small emergency bottle. What I don't like about coming down rocks like this is it pushes your toe against the front of the boot, and it kind of, not really, it's uncomfortable. All right. I can't keep going down here. That'll lead to that ravine. I gotta keep skirting the hillside. Okay. So easy to lose your balance out here. There's a bug on me or something. Sun's down in this area, which is good, but I'm still sweating a lot, and sweating means I'm losing fluids, and I have nothing to replace them with but that small emergency bottle of water. I'm hydrated enough, I'll probably make it. I mean, it's within sight. It's just some really rugged stuff getting over. So I gotta take my time, gently go on, slowly, gently move forward. It just goes to show you, ladies and gentlemen, look, it's August, but it's in the high 90s. And I did a 6-mile hike over some of the most rugged terrain in southern Nevada, and I didn't realize it was this rugged. So yeah, I shouldn't have come out here. Not this far. Maybe done a better scout. Maybe brought the dirt bike first and scouted with that, but assuming that I could hike over anything was probably a mistake. And it's just right there. I could see Las Vegas right there. Well, that's North Las Vegas. But still, let's keep going. We're losing daylight. Check it out. Man-made or not? What do you think? Comment down below. All right, I think I can make it down to the bottom of the valley there, but I'd have to go down, turn around. So what I think I'm gonna do is just keep going straight. I can't really tell, but it looks like there's some deep ravines to get through over there. Either way, it's some extremely rough terrain. Basically got to come down this way. Over there, I think I barely see a road. I don't even want to pull out the GPS and check. I'm pretty sure that's where we got to go anyway. But there may be a ravine up here, and I got to get through. So we've got a long ways to go still. And as you can see, the sun is already down. It's rapidly getting dark. Look at this, just like alien rock. Is this some sort of ancient handwriting? I'm pretty sure this is made by water, but it sure does look like handwriting, doesn't it? What do you think? Comment down below. Looks like another super deep canyon up there, another Grand Canyon. So we're gonna try to go this way and skirt the hill. Just go straight over the hill right there towards the cement plant, which I can't see anymore, but I can assure you we're inching closer. Probably going to be after dark by the time we get there. Oh my gosh. Bird down there. Okay. Stacked rock. Somebody else out here in this rugged ass area? Is it a rock cairn? Well, it is now. How about that, huh? There. I'll tell you, you're going the right way. I don't even know if this is the right way. I'm just letting gravity be my guide. Go in the general direction I think I'm supposed to be going. More stacked rocks. Is this the right way? Am I not the first person out here? Or is there something else out here? Look at all these barrel cactuses. Man, I wish you were beer kegs. I can go for a cold beer right now. I'll go for anything cold right now. Can't believe I finally ran out of water. Well, I've got that emergency bottle. More stacked rocks. It's gotta mean something. I don't can touch that. All right, moment of truth. Over this hill. Can we keep going? Or is there gonna be a steep ravine? It's a small ravine, we can keep going. There's a cave over there, but it doesn't look like it goes in. I ain't got time for a cave. I could use the drone, but I'm not gonna waste time to break it out. And we need to keep moving. We need to keep going straight and get out of this area before it gets dark. Okay, 5.92 miles, 22-foot elevation gain, 5 hours, 5.5 hours. It's 6:10. Sundown's supposed to be 6:30, so we are rapidly running out of light, and I've already run out of water. Camelback is empty. Got one small emergency bottle that I'm going to try to save until I really, really need it. I know if I just keep going this direction, sooner or later that's going to get us to a road that'll lead out of here. But until then, we're traversing extremely rugged terrain. We're trying to get out of here before it's pitch black. And it's all but guaranteed we're going to be out here when it's pitch black. Watching for things like this that you can't see in the dark. Snakes, mountain lions, and all sorts of other things. Let's keep going. So making progress. Traversing the side of a hill. The sun is down. Racing the sunset. Try to get as far as we can before it gets dark. And it's rapidly getting dark. If I can get inside of if I can get a road, if I could see a road off in the distance before it gets dark, I think we'll be all right. We've got several miles, and I just don't know if that's possible. Starting to get a slight headache. Drinking fluids would have helped. But we don't have any more. Like I said, we've got an emergency bottle of water that if something happens, you just spend the night out here. That'll be our lifeblood. Okay. It's slow going, but we're going a little bit better than some of that really rough stuff in the lower canyons. And I'm not going to go down the canyon in case I get in a situation I can't get out of. I'm going to stay on the side of this hill and keep going as far as I can. Maybe even come up here to this vantage point and see if I can see off in the distance where there's a road. Then I could know which general direction I need to go when there's no more light. I'm not worried yet. I'd call it deeply concerned. Okay. All right. Oh, Lord. I know where we are. Okay. I think we're safe. I know precisely where we are. This is Box Canyon. This road, this wash will lead to a cement plant, and there's another burned out vehicle down there. This is Box Canyon. There's some roads going up the hill that I've seen dirt bikers take. I haven't seen them, but I know that they've taken them. They're just monstrous hills. But I've ridden my dirt bike out here, and I know this leads to the cement plant for a fact. So all we need to do is get down in this wash, then take it several miles to the cement plant, and I think we'll be okay. But by the way, our phone is on 29% battery. I just text my cousin in Oklahoma. Keeps texting me for tech support things. He can't configure his router. So Obviously, I told him I'm in a little bit of a pickle and can't help him right now. Like I said, if I can get down there, I think we're going to be just fine, even if it's dark. Unless we come to some sort of a locked gate of the cement plant and we can't get past it, but I can assure you, my life hasn't always been on the up and up. I can get past locked gates. Alright. Traversing down this hill into Box Canyon. So who would have thought I could have just came out here, parked, and then hiked up that way. Now you can drive out here, but you gotta drive through the cement plant, which really, well, you don't have to. There's a hill, but it's just a monstrous hill. It's even too steep for the dirt bike, but I've seen four-wheel drives take it, so technically you can drive out here. I don't know how legal it is, but it's physically possible. So you can drive out here. And the dirt bike I've taken out here, and there's some trails to do so. And again, it may be a gray area whether or not it's a legitimate riding area, but it's such a rough area to get to that nobody's gonna come out here and tell you can't ride. It's really rough. More of these loose rocks are traversing down. Some brush I can grab. Oh my God, what a day. 2,200 feet elevation gain. 6.18 miles, 5 hours, 40 minutes. Now the sun gone down, it feels all right out here. My God, what a monstrous hill. You can see it's starting to get dark here. I'm gonna have to put the medium mod light on pretty soon. My God, this hill just never ends. Now, without checking the GPS, I can tell you right now, no, I didn't know we'd make it. I was just following the geography. Fortunately, it's a place I've been before, and know that once I'm at the bottom in that wash, it's going to lead directly to that cement plant, which is our ticket home. Okay, that's right by the road. And getting in that wash should be just gravy by the time we get in it. We just got to get down this hill. It's just taking forever. Almost there. Almost there. Practically there. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. It's that time between night and day where your vision gets kind of fuzzy. And that's what's going on right now. This is twilight. It's kind of a slot cave up there. I love to fly the drone to, but not today. Today we're just focused on getting out of here. It's a piece of wood. Oh, you can't see it here, and I can't see it right now, but the last time I was here, there is a red pickup truck way on the hill somewhere that clearly somebody tried to climb, rolled the pickup truck and just left it up there. If I see it, I'll show you, but I don't see it. But like I said, it was up there last time I was out here, which was maybe a year and a half ago, somewhere in 2020, I guess. All right. Geez, look at these freaking canyons. All right, we made down that hill. lot of place to fly the drone out here. Maybe I need to start taking the dirt bike out more often so I can find a place to fly the drone. Okay. Here is a small wash. We're gonna find an easy way through it. Here's an old muffler with lots of bullet holes in it. Now they can a lot of bullet holes. People come out here and shoot because it's in the mountains and close to Las Vegas. They don't want to drive far, but reality is this is Red Rock Canyon. I'm supposed to be shooting out here. Here's a road. Looks like it might go up there. So yeah, there may have been a road up there if we just kept on going. I haven't taken the truck out here, but like I said, I've taken the dirt bike out here. And I'm pretty sure it's technically not an approved riding area, but people come out here all the time. All right, we're on the main road out of here. I'm looking because somewhere out here should be a burned out wreck of a vehicle, if I can find it. It might be up on that hill, I don't know where it is. And hell, for all I know, somebody could have loaded on a truck and drove it out of here for scrap. People take anything for money these days. All I know is we found the road. This will lead to the cement plant. And from there we can get out of here. Hopefully, I've technically never walked right through the cement plant. I went on the, I came in on the mountains above it. But I know you can access from here. If you can access from here, there should be a way to get through it and get out. All right, I told you there's a burned out wreck out here. I'm guessing before the cement plant was put there, you could drive out here. So clearly somebody drove out here. And what happened to this vehicle, your guess is as good as mine. It looks crushed. Countless bullet holes in it. Custom rims. And of course beer cans, beer bottles. And there's the engine, the V6 maybe. Anyway, that's it. Burned out hulk of a vehicle. Like I said, it's not really a road, more a wash. And I know this will lead to that cement plant. I just want to make sure there's not like a heavy gate or camera or something, or some way I can't get out of it. Hopefully I'll be able to bypass whatever obstacle they have. It might be like a quarry out there too, I think so. If I can get this far, I should be able to get to it. There is a road that goes over the hill on the other side that I can bypass it. That I might, that I would have to take if I can't get through this cement plant, cement quarry, whatever it is up here. But I'm gonna go straight and see if I can get through it. Hopefully. All right, it's 6:30, so it's officially sundown. On the clock, 6.62 miles. 2,200 foot elevation gain, 5 hours, 55 minutes hiking. I'm gonna put the media mod light on this GoPro in a few moments here. It's getting dark enough for it. And hopefully, like I said, we can get past the cement plant without too much trouble. It didn't seem that far last time I was here, but it was on the dirt bike, so it could still be several miles. Hell of a hike. And it's gonna be dark. It is dark. All right, so we're obviously out of the rough stuff we were traversing earlier on kind of a deep sandy wash / road, whatever it is. Getting out of here and it's already dark. I'm just really glad that we are able to get out of that really rough stuff before the sun completely went down. That is, thank you, the powers that be, for that. That would have been a serious survival situation if you get to traverse that at night. Now, Desert National Wildlife Refuge, Picture Canyon, I know the terrain. I know it's mostly flat out there. going to and from Picture Canyon, not a big deal. But out here, I never actually walked out in these mountains, and they're a lot more rugged than I thought they were. I'm tired, but I still got some energy, so keep on going. I think we got a ways to go. All right, medium mod light. You may hear some rattling. It's a little bit loose. So we're coming down this wash, trying to get to the cement plant to get out of here. My phone's on 18% battery. I put on airplane mode. I didn't want to touch the phone anymore. I don't want the battery to die, because I mean I would have to flag somebody down and have them call me a ride, which is kind of embarrassing. We're just going to keep on going down this road to go to the cement plant. There's another piece of trash out here, because I know this road will lead us out of here, even if it's dark. Well, we tried to make it out of here before dark. It didn't work out that way. Looks like here's another burned out hulk of a car. I don't remember this one being out here. Looks all bent up and mangled. Can't even tell what it is. It's just crushed. Gotta been out here since the 50s. Engine's gone. It's just a shell. There you go. See a little bit better without a glare. Yeah, it's just a shell and it's full of bullet holes. Kind of creepy. Out here all alone by yourself, coming across things like that. I don't know how much further I have to go. Like I said, it may be several miles. Last time I checked my phone, it was 18%, but I put in airplane mode to try to conserve battery. So, I can't check the phone. What I can do is hope that I can get to the main road from here and send at least one message to my location and wait for pickup. If not, we're going to continue to be in a pickle. Alright, so I fork in the road. I can't tell which way to go, but it looks like this way. We'll get through. They probably both go there, but I'm going to take a guess here this way. You know, back up in the hills, Las Vegas didn't seem that far off, but I guess it is. There's a rock cairn somebody put. Is it a marker for something? Something here? I don't know. I could care less right now. I just want to get out of here. Get a cold drink, shower, relax. I want to sleep out here. I guess if I had to, I could sleep in the wash, but just as soon get home tonight. Right now, my main priority is getting out of here, not getting lost, and getting past this cement plant that hopefully doesn't have a big old gate that's locked or closed or something. But yeah, that's it. That's Las Vegas out there. Don't know how many miles still. All right, the dozer tracks here. There's a road going up that way, and straight ahead is the lights of Las Vegas, so I'm assuming the cement plant is right up there. If there's somebody there, I'll try to make contact with them, make sure I can get out, and hopefully they won't treat me as a trespasser. But yeah, you can see these dozer tracks here. So this is the road. There was a road around here somewhere leading off to the side. I think to sideway out of here to bypass the cement plant, but we're gonna go straight and try to get through it. And hopefully if the crew is working out there, they'll be understanding about us passing through and not jerks. Okay, I'm not gonna turn the medium mod light, but there's a road that we're passing that goes right to left, and I think I can go straight. I think it looks like a wash down there, I can't tell. on a Washburn Road or something. So I'm gonna shine the light down there in just a moment and see if I can make it down there. It's steep, and I know you can't see, but I'm just going down a really steep hill. I can see dozer tracks, and we're gonna be going right into the cement plant. Like I said, I just hope they're understanding about it and aren't jerks. I'm running in the dark down this hill towards the lights of Las Vegas. Okay, I'm not gonna turn the light on. I'm gonna keep a low profile because if there is anybody there, I don't want them to see a light off in the distance and to have time to prepare, call the cops, whatever. Not that I'm intentionally breaking the law if this is private property, but best case scenario is closed, nobody's there, and I could easily get out and I'll have enough charge on the phone to call for a ride. Worst case scenario, hell, the sky's the limit. I'm just saying a quick prayer that I can get out of here and get home safely, get through the cement plant, and make it home. It's clear this is a quarry. They're mining material here to help build houses in Las Vegas. I could see some construction equipment. I see a light up ahead. And again, I don't want to turn on the light. I'm going to keep a low profile until I'm sure that I can get out of here safely. I don't want somebody to see me off in the distance, and well, who knows. If I can get out of here without being seen, that's all the better. I don't hear equipment working or moving, which is a good sign. And hopefully I can follow this road and just waltz right on out of here. Hopefully. I thought I saw a light up there. Maybe my imagination. Let's keep going. I know you can't see. Some drilling rigs there. Some heavy mining dump trucks over there. And there's a light up on the hill that was illuminating me the whole time as I walked down there. I can't tell if there's a house or a building on the hill or not. But I'm trying to keep a low profile to try to get out of here. I know you can't see anything, but trust me, I can see where I'm going. All right, those lights up ahead of the cement plant, all the lights are on. Can't tell if there's equipment working, if there's people there, but all the lights are certainly on. And I'm gonna walk right through it. Okay, there's that light up on the hill. And I hear machinery. The cement plant is likely open with people there. But I can go this way around there. I've been that way before, but it's a long ways. And I'm out of water. And you can't see, but there's a mountain there. We'd have to go around. So literally the easiest way is to go through the cement plant up here. That's what I'm gonna have to do. All right, we made it to the cement plant. I can confirm there are vehicles out there working. I'm gonna walk right through. We'll more than likely encounter somebody, but I was telling them the truth. I'm trying to get out of here is all. We're at the quarry. I gotta get through this place and get home. I'm guessing this way. Okay. There's a piece of construction equipment that's working here. At this point, no more being low profile. There's people working here. And I'm gonna encounter somebody. I can smell the equipment. And I hope this is the road out of here. See equipment down there, vehicles. I just hope they're cool about me walking through. Okay. I don't know how to get out of here. This place is freaking creepy at night. This place is definitely freaking creepy at night. I don't see anybody yet. I think this is the piece of equipment that's just working. There's a vehicle there. I can't tell if there's anybody inside it. I'm just going to keep following this road through the plant and hopefully get out of here. And if we're lucky, we will, without any trouble. I see people over there. I'm gonna keep going. Just gonna keep on walking. I don't want to pull out the phone and check GPS to make sure we're going the right way. There's probably about 10% left. So I'm going to keep walking. I know you can't see, I'm trying to be low-key about this. I'm pretty sure this is the right way because I think I saw Las Vegas lights up here. Vehicle coming. Maybe. Vehicle comes behind me, I'm going to turn on the light. Flag him down, see if he'll give me a ride up at the gate. Otherwise, I'm going to keep on going and just walk right out of here if I can. There's your Las Vegas skyline. We got to be getting closer, right? Maintenance yard. I'm really hoping it's the right way. There's somebody over there. There's somebody over there. Gas in the truck. I'm gonna keep walking straight out of here. Hopefully we'll make it. Okay, so far, I don't think anybody's seen us. And I'm hoping that going straight is the way out of here. We have to go cross country if it's not, but I hope this is the way out. Looks like somewhat of a paved road, but I want to turn on the night sun to see and attract attention to myself. I want to keep low profile and just get out of here. Alright, let's see what's on the other side of this berm if I can go across country and get out of here. Because the direction we got to go is straight this way. I know you can't see, don't worry about that right now, I can. Okay, Vegas skyline. There's the highway 215, there's the road. I think I can make this, as long as there's no fences, I think I can make this. I'm gonna go straight to that road. There's a cement plant off in the distance. And I'm coming down a dirt hill here, walking towards what I believe is the road. My God, I feel like I just escaped from prison. That's got to be the entrance over there, but that's neither here nor there. I see some tire marks going this way, but I know if I go straight, that way that'll lead us to a road. I'm gonna turn the mini mod light off. Well, you can see better with it on for right now. And just keep on going, and hopefully this leads us out of here somehow to the berm. But there's a road, it's like right there. Look at that. That's Highway 215. You know what, there's a road down there too. All right, night sun. That's what we're looking at. That's what we're looking at. I gotta get away, I gotta get past this stuff. Almost to the road. All right, you can't see it, but there's a gas station up there to the west of me. I just relayed to Woodchuck that that's where I'm headed. See, he's supposed to got a message to my ride to get out there. My battery's almost dead on the phone. So, in case the battery dies, he knows where I'm going. I gotta get to this big open field, and hopefully up there's no big fences I have to scale. If there's not, it's just smooth sailing just to walk right up the street. Just keep going. All right, folks. Powers that be on our side, that's Highway 215. And I think this is Ann Road, I'm not sure. But at any rate, there's clearly no fence. So all I've got to do is walk up here a little bit to that gas station, and that's where my ride will be. We made it. The clock is on the clock is 11.62 miles, 7 hours, 27 minutes, 2,300 foot elevation gain. Heart rate is 155 minutes, 155. Heart rate is beating fast. This has been our most epic adventure yet. I'm tired. We've run out of water. And yeah, we're almost to where we're going. Like a beacon in the night. Gas station. I don't know if the market's open. I hope it is so I get a cold drink. But if not, this is where my ride is. We've made it. I sincerely thank you for joining me on this adventure and keep me company. On the clock, 11.5 miles, 2,040 foot elevation gain, heart rate 142, 7 hours, 32 minutes. And that's it for this adventure. If you like to see, please subscribe and hit like. It helps out the channel. It lets other people know about the videos. And until the next time, my friends, see you in the next adventure.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the videos, please subscribe to the channel and you'll be notified when I post a new one. All of my videos are unscripted as they happen. I can't promise they'll be exciting, but I can promise they'll be 100% real. My name is Steve from Las Vegas, and these are my adventures.